Dinosaur. There's a town called Dinosaur, Colorado. I'm freaking excited.
This is one of the coolest places I've seen.
1,500 bones are here. You can see some of the bones are missing, but freaking awesome, man. They allow you special privileges if you have your dog.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
On this episode, me, Bethany, I'm nerding out as we go to the Dinosaur Quarry.
That's right, we're going to Dinosaur National Monument, which straddles Colorado and Utah.
More info on that in the episode.
Here in Colorado. Man, these roads are horrible here. Man, these roads are terrible.
Well, y'all, we finally made it back to Utah, but we're about to go to the Dinosaur National Monument. I'm so excited.
What do you think, dear?
I think when your wife says dino nut, you gotta do what you gotta do, but turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day out here today. I mean, everywhere you look, the scenery is out today.
So this is probably the first visitor center we've been to that's closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays instead of Monday and Tuesday. So thank you. Now I don't get to get a dinosaur sticker.
This is one of the visitor centers, so I'm just going to let you kind of see a little bit about what it's like in there. This is not the Dinosaur Quarry yet. That one will be tomorrow, so you'll see that one later on. I'm going to let you just hit pause for anywhere you want to read anything extra.
This is the best spot we've found in a while, actually. We got this whole park to ourselves. This is pretty incredible.
Whole part, and there's no one here. And it's right beside a fire hall on one side and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on the other side. So I told Rob, it does not get any safer than this, I feel like. So, beautiful place, no fear in the world.
You're not in the Army anymore, dear.
You're right. I'm not doing push-ups anymore. I'm only doing stretches these days.
I seriously thought you were about to do pull-ups. I'm not kidding.
Why would I do a pull-up?
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering, though.
Stretching out my shoulders. You should do it too. Feels good. That's how this area got its name, Escalante.
Yep.
Guarantee that, dude. It's named after that guy.
Okay, so normally you see ant trails like this, right? Well, have you ever seen one like this? This is just, wow. Okay, that's a lot of ants. I thought that was dirt until we got closer, and that's ants. So we left Maverick in the camper, and we're gonna go do this today without him, just so there's less to worry about. It is really cool that you can drive straight to the quarry if you have your dog. So this is a pet-friendly, the first pet-friendly dog, like, National Park Services place probably that we've been, because they allow you special privileges if you have your dog. But we're just gonna do it without him. We brought him around yesterday. He's been with us, 24/7. So gonna give him a little break, and we're gonna be able to do stuff without having to keep an eye on him. So let's go catch that shuttle.
I got a feeling Bethany is gonna be out here for a long time, and I don't want my dog out here on the rocks all day.
I'm wearing my Moab shirt today, my Moab giant shirt.
Bethany's a mega nerd.
Because when we went to the dinosaur, what did they call that? Paleo Museum in Moab, super cool. So I'm looking like total nerding out today. I even got my dinosaur earrings in. Yep, let's do it.
Oh my gosh, even the shuttle makes me feel like I'm at Jurassic Park right now. I love this place already.
Past the gate, look for a low silvery shale set back on both sides of the road. This gray layer was deposited during a time when a shallow sea flooded this area. Try to imagine the many varieties of fish that lived here. Their scales and bones are found as fossils today. So, during this time, rivers, lakes, and floodplains covered the land. Dinosaurs also lived in this lush landscape, including a species of long-necked dinosaur, or sauropod, called Abitisaurus macintoschi. The final layer on our drive is called the Morrison Formation and has bright bands of red and
Where
purple.
the rock is
It
coming
is
out.
famous for its density of dinosaur fossils from the Jurassic period, approximately 150 million years ago. Excavations of fossils began here in 1909 after paleontologist Earl Douglas discovered 8 exposed tailbones of a large sauropod dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Tons of fossils were removed from the quarry through various excavations, and today, over 1,500 bones remain in place in the quarry wall.
There's no trees
In fact, Earl Douglas was the first to suggest preserving some of the fossils in place as an educational and scientific exhibit. Study of the bones and the surrounding rock continues to provide new details of the environment where these dinosaurs lived and how they died. You can help protect these resources for future generations by leaving all rocks and fossils where you find them.
Yeah.
Please remain seated until the shuttle comes to a complete stop. You can start your visit to the boarding exhibit hall by walking up the ramp and entering the second floor doors.
The difference in
Drinks other than
coloring.
water, smoking,
Wow.
and pets are not allowed inside.
So this is really interesting that this map shows some of the bones that they got from this place and where all they sent them around the world and in America. Super cool, man. Remember when you made fun of me and said we were going a long way out of the way to come here?
This is one of the coolest places I've seen. Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. This is pretty awesome. Go check this out.
This is just incredible.
But you're still a nerd.
Yes, I am. That'll never change. It's just so cool seeing like they just... Wow.
Remember when we saw in the Painted Desert, the Blue Mesa type? That's kind of what it looks like out there.
Right, because there were dino stuff there too, wasn't there?
Where you would have found stuff like this is in that
So this is what it looks like,
mesa.
untouched.
Blue Mesa.
And this is after they decided to start digging for... But it's really cool how this building is just kind of is built around it. Which you would think theoretically if there's all of these bones, there's got to be some all through here, right? Man. Yes, I'm totally nerding out here. So today we are at Dinosaur National Monument in Utah. There are two sides. There's a Colorado side and there's a Utah side. However, there are no actually fossils or bones on the Colorado side. There's hiking and stuff. I can do that anywhere. But this side, the Utah side, freaking dinosaur stuff. Like real. This is a femur. Look how big. You can see some of the bones are missing, but freaking awesome, man. So cool. How big do you think this is? That's how big. Just to give you an idea how big this little guy is, his head. What's crazy is this stuff was found when I was still alive. I mean, I was little, but I was alive. This wasn't even like forever ago. This is quite interesting. The most complete skeleton found of this dinosaur is here. If you want to know how big this guy is, I'm not even close to it because you can't touch these and I don't want to look like I'm touching it. But that is about the size of... Actually, it's bigger than the size of... from my foot to my knee. if you're going this way, I mean, this has got to be one of the coolest places I've been. Longer than from my foot to my knee, but not from my foot to my hip. If you're wondering how big this head is, I'd say definitely from my foot to my hip. Stegosaurus. Kind of part of one anyway. Kind of remarkable that they say this is one of the most complete skeletons of a young Stegosaurus ever found. Meaning this is the most bones they've ever seen together at once. It makes you really wonder how they figured out where all the bones went for the other parts of it, you know? Or even what it actually looked like. Can you see all the dinosaur fossils behind me? Still where they were back then. This is so cool. This is a really cool place. Very cool place. If you're gonna be in Utah, northeast Utah, you've gotta come here. One thing I say is it is kind of out of the way and not near anything else that most people see. So that's why I feel like this is not a big, huge known place, but it is freaking cool. Look at all those. They say 1,500 bones here. This is just remarkable, y'all. This is literally just how they were found.
I really like how they have places where you can actually touch the real dinosaur bones.
This is a real dinosaur. Used to be. I wish you could just get a grasp for how big this either tail or spine was. Wow, way up there you can see a skull. Wow. By far one of the coolest places I've been. Wow. This is just the coolest. So this is the quarry. If you have your dog with you, you can drive up here and park. If not, you have to take the shuttle. Thoughts?
It's a beautiful day.
You have the path where there's no stairs at all. There's only like an elevated walkway. So I would say this is one that's definitely more handicap, mobility issues accessible. So I guess this little guy's Littlefoot. Yeah, I watched Land Before Time last night. Yo, this place is phenomenal. I really feel like I can't quit smiling. If you need to sit down, dino benches. Don't the changes in landscape out here just look so different? Look at the different colors. So cool. Alright, here we go. We're gonna discover some fossils out here, huh?
We gotta let the tour bus go by first.
Alright, so to get to the quarry, you can take the hike or you can take the bus. And to get back, you can take the bus or you can hike. But
You're living on the edge right now.
yes, I am. But it's all uphill or all downhill, depending on which way you go. So the suggestion is take the shuttle to the top and take the hike back. It looks so crazy when you see these mesas that don't have horizontal stripes but have vertical. Formation from clam and other marine fossils or dinosaur fossils? Why not both?
Okay.
I will say the path back is definitely not mobility friendly, so just know that. This just looks cool anyway.
Clams.
It's kind of interesting that they know what that is.
Maybe.
Little holes from where the clams used to be, I guess. I'm gonna say on this one, the marine one, little anticlimactic. Not as cool as I thought it was gonna be. But it's a baby dinosaur. They just got smaller after the flood. So cool. I'll say I think that lizard is a lot bigger than some of them that we've seen out here. Oh yeah. It's the same breed. It did rain last night. I wonder, like squirrels eat like acorns and stuff, right? So they wouldn't be hunting lizards. There's a lot of lizards out here, a lot. But one thing I would say is the path itself, the trail, that's quite big because my head would fit in that. But I was expecting there to be fossils along the path like there is inside. It's really like clams and mollusks, and those things are still alive today, so that's not even impressive to me. I mean, it's probably not the same kind, but still, who cares about a clam? Sorry if that hurts your feelings. But I was thinking this path would be like dinosaur bones. Nope. Just not as cool. So if you don't feel like walking, this one would be an easy part to skip on this trip.
As I previously stated, the Dinosaur National Monument is partially in Utah and partially in Colorado. The part you really want to know, though, is Utah is the side where the dinosaur quarry is, where you find all of the bones. So if you're in the Colorado side, have fun with your hikes and trails and all that. Just no dinosaurs there. Big piece of information you probably would like to know, because I sure did. We did stay at the Jensen Community Park while we were touring and seeing this area. Being the only ones there absolutely made it nice and quiet and to where we could fully enjoy it without any fear in the world. While this national monument is in the middle of absolutely nowhere around nothing else and you absolutely have to make the time to see it, it will not hurt your feelings to take the time to see it. Let me tell you, it was one of the most amazing, cool places I've ever seen. You will not be upset that you spent the time to get here. Anyways, y'all, wrapping up this episode, we are the Roving Vets and are a full-time RV living channel. We post videos every Tuesday of travel wherever we're at. Whether we fly, whether we drive, whether we RV camp, however we get there, you're gonna see it. Well, guys, that's all for now. See y'all next week.